What it do, people? This is your boy Level here, back with another video. Gonna try to make this real quick right now as I speak. As you're listening to me, the VGX show is sucking royally. Now, I never watched the VGAs, now known as VGX. I never really watched them. It's been years, maybe 3, 4 since I watched it. But to come back, and I missed most of it because I thought it was starting at another time. So I missed the whole announcement, which we're going to deal with Nintendo and my reason for making this video. But it sucks. Let's just put it out there, man. It's horrible. It's garbage. And this is really sad. It's really sad. It really is. If this is what they think we are, this is sad. If this is what gaming is all about, this is sad. This is pathetic. This is really bad. But anyway, let me get into this video real quick, and because I'm finna go watch World War Z with Brad Pitt with my wife, my lovely, beautiful. Yes, my wife. That's right. We finna watch a movie, so I got to get off this camera. Anyway, me, Shokio, and Cold Blooder on Twitter, if you follow him. Cold Blooder, Shokio was having a back and forth and about Nintendo and the fact that their announcement was what we all was hoping it wasn't. Cranky Kong as a playable character in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Yes, people, yes. Reggie went on stage. I missed it. I didn't get a chance to see it because I thought it was starting at 6, but it was starting at 6 Eastern time. I'm Pacific, so I missed it. But yes, he walked on stage and literally announced Cranky Kong as a playable character. Dr. Trey said not to do this. We all agree with Dr. Trey, but he did this. So, you know, it sparked a conversation because I thought it was silly, and I'm going to keep saying it was silly. Now, you know, people, you know, Cold Blooder and Shokio was going back, I jumped in. Now, the thing with Twitter and texting is it doesn't really give you the full expression or the full feel of what a person is saying and how they feel. You know, you might be thinking a person is real serious and upset and mad because of what they text, because what you text don't have an expression with it. It don't have any body language. It's just words. And you got to guess how the person feel. Now, the person put a smiley face behind it or LOL or certain things might give you a hint that they're not serious. But you never know. So I thought I'd make this video because, you know, some people jumped into the conversation with Shoke and Cold Blooder and, you know, it gets a little stupid. But anyway, this video is called What Could Be. Because that's what I expect. When it comes to Nintendo, I expect what could be, not necessarily what is. Now, I understand that we're dealing with Nintendo, and I understand that Nintendo beats to a different drum, but sometimes Nintendo needs to beat to the drum of where they're at. Every now and again, it's nice to be on rhythm with what everybody else is doing. Now, Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, all these Kongs. That's going to be a good game. I'm pretty sure Cranky Kong is going to be a great character. Looking forward to playing with him. I'm not going to be honest, I wasn't really wanting another Donkey Kong, but I still know it's going to be a great game. So yes, I will purchase it. I will play it. I will enjoy it just like I enjoyed Mario 3D World. But for this video and for the fact that they were on VGX, the fact that this was an audience that does not typically care about Donkey Kong and all these characters like that, it seems to me Nintendo, if they wasn't going to announce anything new, anything unseen, could have went with one of their other titles that deserves a little bit more spotlight. Now, I understand that Donkey Kong is coming out in February. That is great. But you know what? Who cares if it's coming out in February? The game that maybe should have been shown if it wasn't going to be a new game might have been, and what would have fit this show, should have been Bayonetta 2. That's what it should have been. They should have showed maybe a new stage, maybe some new characters. Maybe don't name them, just tease them. Kind of some of the storylines, some of the boss battles, something that they haven't shown that will cater to this audience. Even myself can see that. Now, if you don't expect that, what are you expecting? If Reggie says, I'm going to be on the VGX show and I'm going to announce something. Now, we all knew that Cranky Kong was a playable character because the leak of the cover and all that. So, I wasn't expecting that to be. I mean, when Dr. Trey made that video, I thought Dr. Trey was just being funny. But we know it's Nintendo. Now, am I upset? No. Because, one, the show sucked. And two, the show sucked. And, yeah. So, no. Who cares about these people? But it's the principle and the whole reason why Nintendo chooses to go against the grain when they don't have to. If that makes any sense. Who are these people rapping? Anyway, so what this show sucked, people. Anyway, so let me get back to it. When they could have flowed and probably stole the show. That's what I expect. I want Nintendo to want to steal the show. We all knew. We all understood that Cranky Kong was not going to do it. We all made videos testifying to that truth. Cranky Kong won't do it, Nintendo. It's a great game. It's a great character, but not for this show. Like I said, they could either be Bruce Leroy, you know what I'm saying, making them eat the sign in the Japanese dojo, or they can be Raphael on top of April O'Neil's apartment getting beat up by the Foot Clan. Now, I told you it wasn't going to be no in-between, but I got to backtrack on that because this show sucks so bad, it really don't matter. But the principle of it does. Nintendo should have showed something else, period. Nintendo needs to stop. Let's be honest, folks. They need to stop. And why pay for Bayonetta? Why play for an action game, pushing the graphics, pushing the appeal like that game does, have the VGX stage to show it off and not show it off? Why? What purpose? Why? You could have saved Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong for Nintendo Direct. It would have fit in that scenario. But for the VGAs or the VGX, now it is called, don't you think Bayonetta, if you wasn't going to show something new, would have been better? Don't y'all think that? That's what I expect. That's just what logic says. Logic says, no, don't show Donkey Kong. Logic says, show that other game you got that's actually good. No, you're not the developers of it. No, you might give Platinum Games some praise. Yes, let them get a little shine. They making the game for you. You paid for it. Why not put it out there? That's my thoughts, people. So my expectation is what could be. Because I'm pretty sure what been shown, Bayonetta could have stole the show. That's just true. Titanfall wasn't, I mean, this show sucked. So Bayonetta 2 could have been the talk if they showed something new. Showed off an epic stage or another epic battle, just a short sequence of it. Probably could have stole the show. But Nintendo always has to go the other direction. Now, sometimes I don't want to think that Nintendo is scared to compete, because I don't think they are. But it's something wrong with the psyche and the reasoning behind the direction that Nintendo chooses to go when they might not need to go down that road. Let me say it like this. If I'm going into a place where there's a lot of killers, and I know they're going to be toting guns, why would I bring knives, bats, billy clubs, and they got guns? Now, I'm not trying to say Tropical Freeze is not a gun, but what I'm saying is, if what they're showing is showing off graphics, power, these type of things, and this is the audience there, and this is what they cater to, why come showing something that will not get their attention, that will not excite them, that will not build up the morale and the interest into your system? Because the only people that's going to be interested into that, as far as Donkey Kong, is true gamers. These are casual gamers. Two things get their attention. Guns, well, a lot of things, but I'm just going to name a few. Guns, explosions, fights, a little bit of violence. Well, Cranky Kong might get angry, but he ain't violent in this sense. But Bayonetta 2, you got guns, you got sex appeal, you got great graphics, eye appeal, you got good fighting, combat, all that wrapped up in a game that is exclusive to Nintendo that will give the Wii U a lot of shine. Should have been shown, even though this show sucked. It should have been shown. So that's what I expected at the bare minimum. So yes, Nintendo sucked at the VMX, and the VMX is sucking as I record this, so it all bottoms out, you know what I'm saying? Two negatives, you know what I'm saying, does what it does. So anyway, that's all I had to say, man. It ain't that big of a deal. If VGX was a better show, and that's what Nintendo showed, then it might have been more detrimental. But since this show pretty much is garbage, and the fact that it is garbage makes it not relevant. Oh, there go that word. It's irrelevant. There go that word again. It's irrelevant. Anyway, so I'm finna go watch some World War Z. Hope this movie is good. Yesterday I watched R.I.P.D., which I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know why that movie didn't get a lot of shine, but that was a good movie. But I'm finna watch World War Z. Brad Pitt. Hope it's good. Probably not. But hey, I'm being my baby, my wifey. So deuces, because I'm not watching this garbage no more. Peace.